वन्दे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वं भक्तबिन्दुसमन्वितं श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वन्दे नित्यानन्दसहोदितं श्रीनन्दनन्दनं वन्दे राधिका चरणोदयं गोपीजनसमायुक्तं बिन्दावनं मनोहरम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयितगिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। बिन्दावै तुलसीदेव वै पिया वै केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति पदे देवी सत्तवत्त्वयि नमो नमः। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयो मुदीरये। संकीर्तने कृष्ण कथोपदेशे गौरीयपत्रस्य प्रकाशने च सदानुरक्त गुरुभक्तियुक्तो भक्तिप्रमोदाक्ष जगोद्वरुण्य धैर्यं सदा परिभवग्नमभिष्टदोहं तीर्थास्पदं शिवविरिञ्चनु तं शरण्यं वेत्तात्युहं पनुतपाल्भवाद्दिपूतं वन्दे महापुरुषते चरुणारविन्दं यत्पादपल्लवनखचन्दमनिच्छटाय विस्फुरजित किमपि गवोऽधु स्वदर्शि पूर्णानुरागरससागरसारमूर्तिः साराधिका मयि कदा कृपां करोसि। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौरभक्तबिंद श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौरभक्तबिंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। आजानुलंबित भुजौ कनकाबदातो संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षो विश्वाम्बरो द्विजभरौ जुगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमामि गंगे तव पादपङ्कजं सुरासुरैर्वन्दितो दीपरूपं भुक्तिं च मुक्तिं च ददासि नित्यं भावानुरूपेण सदा नरानं। गंगातरङ्गरमणीयजटाकलापं गौरी निरन्तरविभूषिः त्ववामभागं नारायणो प्रियमनङ्गमदापहारं वाराणसीपुरपति भजवीशनाथं। वागीशजुष्वदने लक्ष्मीर्यस्य च वक्षसि यस्यास्ति हृदय संवित् त्वं सिंहमहं भजे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रेयोः श्रुतिं भक्ति मुदश्यते विभो क्लिश्यन्ति ये केवलबोधलब्धये tesham aso kleshal eva shishyate nanyad yatha sthulo tushabo ghatinam Sreyaha sriting bhakti mudasyo te vibhu kleshanti ye kevalabo dalabdhaye tesham aso kleshalo eva shishyate nanyad yatha stula tusha bhagatinam. Gauriya Goshtipati Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Paramahamsa Jagadguru, in front of him, somebody asking, what is the way towards that Supreme Lord? How we can go to Supreme Lord? What is the way of Bhagavad Darshan? What is the way of Bhagavad Darshan? Could you please speak? Gauriya Goshtipati Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada, Paramahamsa Jagadguru said that Bhagavan is always in Nirgun platform. Bhagavan is always in Aprakita Bhumika. Bhagavan is always in Nirgun platform, Gunatita platform, Mayatita Vastu. Bhagavan is Mayatita Vastu. Prakriti Parehe. Harirhi Nirguno Shakshat Purushaha Prakriti Pare. Sa Sarvodrik Upadashta Tang Bhajano Nirguno Bhavet. So, to realize that Mayatita Vastu, which is beyond Maya, to realize the Tattva, we must go up to that platform. We must also go up to that platform, Mayatita Bhumika. There is no other way open. Prabhupada speaking, Bhagavan is Nirgun Vastu, Mayatita Vastu, and that Nirgun Vastu, Bhagavan, there is no other way open to get in touch with that aprakito tattva, sakshatkar meet. There is no other way open except our oral reception organ, ear. Papa speaking that Vaikuntha Vani, aprakito Vaikuntha Vani, coming out from the lotus mouth of a pure sadhu, if we can pay attention to that Harikatha, Vaikuntha Katha, that power is that, that Vaikuntha Vani can help us to meet with the Supreme Lord, Supreme Tattva. There is no other way open. Sadhu Mukha Vigalito Vaikuntha Katha, there is alaukik Shakti, supernatural power, which can help us to get in contact with the Supreme Lord, by the help of which we can meet with the Supreme Lord. If that Vaikuntha Vani entering inside our ear, then we can develop our degree of consciousness and gradually we can develop favorable mood to Krishna. Favorable mood to Krishna. That Vaikuntha Vani, always coming from that Vaikuntha Jagat. Material sound coming from material Jagat, and that Vaikuntha Vani also coming from Vaikuntha Jagat. Appear from Vaikuntha Jagat. Vaikuntha Vani appearing inside the heart of pure Gaur Vaishnava and dancing in the tongue. So, that Vaikuntha Vani coming, descending from that Aprakrita Jagat, and that Vaikuntha Vani can take us up to Vaikuntha Jagat. There is no other way open. There is no other way open. There is no other weapon. Prabhupada speaking, but those material sounds can help us to go up to hell. Material sound can only help us to go up to hell. Prabhupada speaking, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here on this material planet to give information about Vaikuntha Jagat. That is the reason for why he came. But we have no attention. But anyway, we have no attention to the advices of Prakrita Vaikuntha Vani given by Sriman Mahaprabhu. We are really unlucky. Our luck is not favorable. That's why the reason for why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, to distribute Vaikuntha Vani, Vaikuntha Nam. But we are unlucky. That's why we could not pay attention to that Vaikuntha Vani. Those who are really lucky, Baba speaking, those who are really lucky, they can only they can realize what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to say. Luckily, if we develop some positive response from our sense organs, seven mukh jivha, if we like to serve Bhagavan, Dham, Nam, Mandir, in that case, automatically we can realize all those Vaikuntha, of those messages coming from Vaikuntha. Atah dussanga musrijyo, atah dussanga musrijyo, atah dussanga musrijyo satsu sajjeto buddhiman, santo eva asya chindanti manobhyasangam uktivi. Atah dussangam usrijyo satsu sajjeta buddhiman. Shastra speaking, that is the reason for why those who are really intelligent, for them, they must avoid asasanga, atah dussanga musrijyo satsu sajjeta buddhiman. Satsanga can take me. Satsanga is the only way. Iha jagati sajjana sangati reka bhavati bhavarnave tarane nauka. Shankaracharya also speaking. Bhaktivinoda Thakur also, all Shastra. Nama sankirtanam yasya sarva papa panasanam pranam diksha samanam tang namami harim brahmam are tad nivrittamananam michyatam akuto bhayam yoginam nipuninitam harenam anukirtanam. Vaikuntha Sabda can help us. Atah dussanga musrijya satsu sajjeta buddhiman. Those who are really intelligent, surely they can always try to do satsanga. Always. They cannot give any gapping within which from which one Maya can enter. They cannot give any chance. Atah dussangam usrijyo satsu sajjet buddhima. Why? Shanta eva sachindanti manabhyasangam uktibi. Shanta eva sachindanti manabhyasangam uktibi. Uktibi man pravachanadivi. So, asasanga should be avoided at any cost. We have to. And satsanga, we have to accept. Prabhupada many times used to say, to leave asasanga surely means to accept satsanga. Many times Prabhupada used to say that, look, to do satsanga means surely you are going to leave asasanga. Both asasanga and satsanga cannot run parallel together, not possible. Satsanga and asasanga both cannot run together. Prabhupada used to say, if you are interested about satsanga, surely you are going to leave asasanga. Both cannot run. It is impossible. So, Prabhupada speaking, those who are really lucky, they can develop some serving temperament, and only they, seven mukhehi yuvayam swayameva spiritual. Seven mukh, favorable, seven mukh jiva, then automatically Krishnanam can appear in the trunk. So we can hear Vaikuntha Bani, and at the same time we can develop serving temperament. We can realize everything, provided we develop serving temperament. Prabhupada used to say many times, Prabhupada used to say, who is there in what position? Who is there in what position? You need not think, you go ahead. Who is in what position? From there you will have to try to go up. Try to get development. You will have to increase your consciousness level. So, from a living example, Jivanta Sadhu, who is the embodiment of acharan or achar, who is the embodiment of bhakti, Jivanta Sadhu. Bhakti means serving mood. So, Jivanta Sadhu, from the lotus mouth of such sadhu, Chaitanyamai Vani, Chaitanyamai Vani, all Aprakita Sabda Brahma can come out, and we will have to take advantage to hear that Harikatha from heart. We cannot find any excuse. We have so many seva, so many things, we have no time. No. The moment we are failure to hear Harikatha from living source, the moment we develop kapat bhav, when we can develop no interest in sadhu seva, at that moment Maya from all around can attack us. Can swallow us. Maya can swallow us. So, it is our duty to search out real source from where Harikatha coming, exactly real source we'll have to find out. We'll have to hear the genuine Chaitanyamai Vani. we'll have to pay attention towards that source, living source. From living source, if we can hear Harikatha with serving temperament, then surely 100% we can develop our consciousness level, and the moment we develop purity, our heart become very clean and develop some fine realization power, anubhuti, then surely we can get Bhagavad Darshan, then surely we can meet with Bhagavan. That is the only way of Bhagavad Darshan. No other way open. No other way open. That is the only way open. There is no other way open towards Bhagavad Darshan. Bhagavad Darshan we can get this way, no other way open. Remember the sloka I started with is very important. The reason for why we are very much interested to discuss this Laghu-Bhagavatamrita compiled by Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda, who is the heart and soul of we Gauriyas. The sloka I started with, it is written, Shreyoho sriting bhakti mudasyati vibhu kleshanti je kabalo bodhalabdhai tesham aso kleshalo eva shishyati nanyad yatha stulatusa bhagatinam Shreyoho sriting bhakti mudasyati vibhu kleshanti je kevala bodhalabdhai Tesham asho kleshalo eva shishvati nanyad yathastulo tusa bhagatinam. Here in the sloka it is written, O Bhagavan, to do bhakti, to serve you, is the only way, topmost way. So, to do bhakti unto a lotus feet is the only way, is the topmost, the only way. If some foolish can leave all seva, everything, and only become interested to gather knowledge, follow, dry knowledge, keval gyan lavijana. To realize, because that Jivatma like to realize up to I am Brahma. I myself is Brahma. To realize this, he is trying very much. He is going to take trouble very much. But you know, the skin coming out of paddy, rice in one place and the, skin, rice skin. If we go on beating to get rice, can we get rice? Because rice already taken away. It is actually skin, rice skin. If we go on beating, no utility. We cannot get rice from the skin. So, Shreyoho sriting bhakti mudasyate vibho kleshanti je kevalabo dhalabdhaye tesham asau kleshala eva sishyate nanyad yathastulo tusabhagatina. So, to do bhakti unto your lotus feet is the topmost way. By leaving this topmost way, those foolish only running to acquire, to gather dry knowledge, to develop dry knowledge, to realize that he is Brahma, unnecessarily taking trouble. It is just like beating and beating on skin of rice. We cannot get rice. All the energy can become useless. Sreyaho sriting bhakti mudashyate vibho klishyanti je kevalabodha labdhaye tesham asau kleshala eva sishyate nanyad yathastula tusavakhatinam. You can remember, I was discussing yesterday, that how different way Brahma can appear. How all different way Brahma can appear to take the charge of Brahma. Creation can take. There already I discussed, again I like to repeat here, Ishattva-apekshaya tasya shastri prakta avatarata samastitena bhagavat sanni krishtottayochate tashyavatarata Questit aveshastena questiono is already different kind of sources going to show different way Brahma can appear. That I already discussed. Still, today I can touch it and go back to Sankar Tattva. Brahma Samhita speaking, Bhashyana yatha asmo sakaleshu nijeshu tejaha Shyam kiyat prakatiyati api tadavat atru brahmaya eva jagadanda vidhana karta govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. What? Bhashyana yathasma sakaleshu nijeshu tejaha Shyam kiyat prakatiyati api tadvadatru brahmaja eva jagadanda vidhana karta govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Garbhodo saino ashyadbhutam janmo navi saroruhat kadachit sriyati nirat tejo vatadi kadopi. What? Garbhodosayani, Garbhodosaino, here, Garbhodosaino ashabhut, janmo navi saroruhat, kadachit sriyati, nirat tejo vatadikad upi. That I can discuss. So previously I already discussed Vairaj eva prayaha. This sloka I already discussed. Vairaj eva prayaha. There previous sloka. Brahma, about Brahma, I can go back again, I like to remind you, Hiranyagarbha Shuksho, Hiranyagarbha Shukshmo Atru Sthulo Vairaja Sangakaha Bhogayo Srishtvaye Chabhut Padmo Bhuri Riti Sadidha Vairajo Eva Prayaha Sat Sargadi Artho Chaturmukhaha Kadachit Bhagavan Vishnur Brahma Sano Srijati Swayam. Again, Hiranyagarbha Shukshmo Atro Sthulo Vairaja Sangakaha Bhogayo Srishtvaye Chabhut Padmo Bhuririti Sadidha Vairajo Eva Prayaha Sat Sargadi Artho Chaturmukhaha Kadachit Bhagavan Vishnur Brahma Sanos Srijati Swayam. Hiranyagarbha Shukshmo Atro Sthulo Vairaj Sangakaha Bhogayo Srishtvaye Chabhut Padmo Bhuriti Sadidha Vairajo Eva Prayaha Sat Sargadi Artho Chaturmukhaha Kadachit Bhagavan Vishnur Brahma Sano Srijati Swayam. Okay? After that I told Padma Puran, Bhavet Kachit Mahakalpe Brahma Jivo Opi Upasanai Kachit Atro Mahavishnur Brahmatvam Pratipadhati Vishnur Jatro Mahakalpe Sashtritvancha Prapaddati Tatro Bhunkte Tvam Pravisho Vairajaha Shoksho Sampadam Ato Jivatvam Masyancha Brahmano Kala Vedataha Ishvaratvapekshayatasya Shastre Praktavatarata Samastitena Bhagavat Sannikristatayochyati Tashyavatarata Kvaischat Aveshattena Kvaischan Bhashyana yathasmo shakalesu nijeshu te yaha Shyam kiyat prakatiyati opi tadvad atro Brahma Sangit Bhashyano yathasmo sakalesu nijeshu te yaha Shyam kiyat prakatiyati opi tadvad atro Brahmaya eva jagadanda vidhana karta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Garbhodo Saino Ashyabhuti Janmonabhi Saruruhat Kadachit Sriyati Nirat Tejobata Dikadupi. This conception we can clarify, then we can go ahead to the Rudra Tattva. So, regarding Brahma in this world, his suitable form is known as Hiranyagarbha. Like our material body there, this material body is nothing but gross body. If we think this body, I myself, then wrong conception. This is called Vivarto. This is not right. Even inside this gross body, there is one fine body. That is also dangerous. That is also contaminated. That is not pure. So, gross body, after the subtle body, after that Atma. Similarly, this whole material world, 14 world, is the body of Brahma, Vairaj Brahma, material form. And inside that, in fine form, Brahma is there. Brahma is there, it's called Hiranyagarbha Brahma. Regarding Brahma in this world, his suitable form is known as Hiranyagarbha, his fine form. with his fine form, he is residing in his own loka, Brahma loka, and his gross form is called Vairaj. Vairaj means material body, what you are watching. It's called Vairaj Brahma. So, regarding Brahma, I already say, in this world, his suitable form is known as Hiranyagarbha, Hiranyagarbha Brahma, fine. And his gross form is called, the visible material body, is called Vairaj Brahma. And he also appears as a lotus-born one, okay, Padma-bhu, and he accepts three forms for enriching his enjoyment, furthering his enjoyment, and for creating the whole universe. He appears in two different ways, like I already told. The personality of Godhead himself sometimes plays the role of Brahma, and sometimes he empowers a jiva for this purpose. I already told, one jiva continuously for 100 consecutive births can follow varnasam dharma in toto. Then and only then he can be given this post of Brahma, one jiva. So regarding Brahma in this world, his suitable form is known as Hiranyagarbha, and his gross body Vairaj. He also appears as the lotus-born one. He accepts three forms for progressing his enjoyment, furthering his enjoyment, and for creation of this universe. He appears in two different ways as follows. The personality of Godhead himself sometimes plays Brahma's role of Brahma, taking the post of Brahma in Brahma form. Actually, he is Bhagavan himself. And sometimes he empowers a jiva for this purpose. He empowers a jiva for this purpose. The jiva getting power, Shakta Visava, and also appears, he accepts three forms I already told. The Supreme Personality of Godhead himself sometimes plays the role of Brahma, and sometimes he empowers a jiva for this purpose. The previous verses describe the first one, and now the second one is being discussed. Hiranyagarbha is a name for Brahma in a subtle body, with which he is living in his loka, Mahattatva. Only the Supreme Lord can see him. Even demigods cannot see him. Only the Supreme Lord can see him in that form, and nobody else. The demigods cannot see him. Vairaj is the name of Brahma. Vairaj is the name of Brahma in his gross universal body. Many yogis meditate on this form. You can also remember Hiranyakasipu wanted to concentrate. By austerities and penances, he wanted to concentrate on this Brahma. Brahma bound to come. His first purpose, so, is the name of Brahma in gross universal form. Many yogis meditate on him. Hiranyakasipu all done. Such austerity and penances shown by Hiranyakasipu, which is rare, never happened before, not happening now, or in future we cannot expect it to happen. Follow. Only the Supreme Lord can see him in that form. Demigods cannot see him. Purusha Sukta Mantra also you know. They are also. Brahma started worshipping that Vishnu, Kira, Sagar, Ocean, Paramatma, Bhagavan. We are facing problem. So whole teams, Brahma, all demigods headed by Brahma and Shankar, they went there at the bank of Kira, Sagar. They started praying unto lotus feet of Bhagavan. So, first purpose for appearing three forms is own enjoyment, and his second purpose is to create the universe, gather power and create the universe. He also has another responsibility. By the word cha, we can understand. What is that? To promulgate, to preach the Vedas, the teachings of Vedas. We read in the Kurma Puran, Veda Pancharatra, Brahma Yatas Chaturmukhas. Four-headed Brahma was born to disseminate the Vedas. After that I told, Vairaja eva prayaha. I already told this sloka. Vairaja eva prayaha svat sargadi artho chaturmukha kadachit bhagavan vishnur brahmasan srijati swayam. Usually, Vairaja, Brahma, having forehead, he is busy with creation and ruling. But sometimes the Supreme but sometimes Supreme Lord Vishnu himself taking the post of Brahma and creates the universe. In that case, that Brahma is Vishnu himself. We cannot make any discrimination. Ishvaratvapekshaya tasya sastri praktavatarata samastitena bhagavat sannikrishtatayuchyate Ashyavatarata Kwaischad Aveshatena Kwaischana That already told. And from Brahma Samhita I already read many times. Bhashyano yathasmas sakaleshu nijeshu teyaha kiyat Shyam kiyat prakatiyati opi tadvadatru. What? Bhashyana yathasmo sakaleshu nijeshu teyaha Shyam kiyat prakatiyati opi tadvadatru. Brahma ja eva jagadanda vidhana karta Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Garbho dasaino asya bhuti janma nabhi saroruhat kadachit sriyati nirat tejo batadikadopi. So usually the Vairaj Brahma, Brahma become a four-headed Brahma for creating and ruling. But sometime the Supreme Lord Vishnu himself becomes Brahma and create the universe. Sometime it happens so. Bhavet kvachit mahakalpya Brahma jivo opi upasanair kvachit atro mahavishnur brahmatvam pratipaddhati. Thus, in verse this way from Padma Puran, we can see it is written, in some Mahakalpas, a jiva becomes Brahma due to the exalted quality, the high quality of his puja, worship, his worship of the Lord. And in some Mahakalpas, Mahavishnu assumes the role of Brahma. Also it can happen so. The name Mahavishnu in this verse actually refers to Garbhoda Sai Vishnu. So, Vishnur Yatto Mahakalpe Sastritvam cha prapaddhate tatro bhunkte tvam pravishta vairajaha shoksha sampadam ato jivattam vaishyam cha brahmana kala vedataha. Vishnu yatro mahakalpe sastritvam cha prapaddhate tatro bhunkte tvam pravishyo vairajaha shoksha sampadam ato jivattam vaishyancha brahmanaho kalvedata. Thus, some Mahakalpa, a jiva becomes Brahma due to his high class, activities, ayurveda perfection, absolute perfection in Varnashram Dharma, 100 consecutive birth, exalted quality of his worship of Lord through Varnashram Dharma. He can take the post of Brahma, and in some kalpa, Mahavishnu assumes the rule of Brahma. Mahavishnu means Mahavishnu coming Garbhodaya and Bhagavan become Vishnu. So again I say Vishnu yatro mahakalpe sastitvancha prapaddate tatro bhungte sa pravishwa vairajaha saksha sampadam ato jivattam masyan cha brahmanaha kalabhedataha. During one Mahakalpa, some Mahakalpa in which Vishnu becomes creator, taking the post of Brahma, then Vairaj Brahma going to enter inside him and enjoys all facilities for material happiness. Thus Brahma is sometimes a jiva and sometimes the Supreme Lord himself. Okay? And when already I told, Ishattapekshaya tasya sastre praktavatarata samaschittena bhagavat sannikrishtatayachyate ashavatarata queschad aveshvatena queschit bhashyana yathasma sakaleshu nijeshu te yaha Shyam kiyat prakadetyopi tadvadatro brahmaya eva jagadanda vidhana karta govindamadi purusham tamam bhaja garbodasayino ashyabhad janmanabhi saroruhat kadachit shriyate nirat tejat batadikad opi. Is a mixed conception. Some different opinions are available in different shastras, Mahajans, they are speaking. So it is Arshavakya. So it is very good to discuss this point. It is quoted by Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda himself. We can see all those revealed scriptures sometimes speaking of Brahma as an avatara, because his form coming directly from Supreme Lord. So many such scriptural evidences are there where we can find Brahma as an avatara, because his form coming directly from Supreme Lord. Other authorities, Arshavakya, Mahajan Vakya, others authorities saying he is an incarnation because of how intimate he becomes with the personality of the Godhead while ruling the universal body. Incarnation. Some authorities say, avatar. Still, other evidences we find him as an Avesha incarnation. So this way different kind of opinions are going. And creation is a vast chapter, infinity, creation. What is going to happen, when, how. So our teeny brain cannot capture, our teeny brain cannot digest. There are various opinions regarding this point. Basically we heard one is from Jiva, another from Brahma, another from Vishnu coming. But there is so many opinions are there. Usually we know two. One qualified Jiva can be given the post of Brahma, and if not available, Vishnu can himself. That is okay. But except that, there are so many other opinions are there. So many authentic scriptures speaking about Brahma as an avatara, because the form of Brahma coming directly from Supreme Lord, Yet other authorities, Mahajan saying, he is an incarnation because of how intimate he becomes with the personality of Godhead while ruling the universe. Still, other group describing him as an Avesha incarnation. What to do? Also, other different kind of opinions we are going to discuss. There are various opinions as to why Brahma is called an avatara. In the most complete sense, he is considered as an incarnation because he appears directly from the Lord Garbhoda Sai Vishnu, when coming. Some Vaishnava Acharyas consider Brahma as an avatara because of his close association with the Supreme Lord Vishnu in sharing the Virat form with him. Yes, sharing the Virat form with him. Okay, Garbhoda Sai Vishnu embraces Brahma's universal body, infusing it with the potencies of creation, helping the finite soul Brahma and the super soul Vishnu retain their separate identities, but the two becomes intimately associated with each other like a mixture of water and milk. Nobody can discuss, nobody can understand. He can go inside. I already discussed this point. That Jiva Brahma entering into him and enjoying him. Okay. Other acharyas explain, sometimes Brahma can come. Other acharyas speaking, Brahma as an Avesha incarnation, like creation of other jivas. Avesh incarnation. Avesh incarnation is some special Shakti Bhagavan can insert. Follow. In that case, Avesh avatar. Avesh avatar. So, Avesh avatar this way. In any case, when the Supreme Lord, rather than an appointed jiva, is playing the role of Brahma, he is more as an avatar. Brahma, when Bhagavan playing the master, the Supreme Lord coming. So from Brahma Sangita, we can get another information. What is that? From Brahma Sangita, we can get another information. What is say? Bhashyano yatha asma sakaleshu niyeshu te yaha Shyam kiyat prakatetiyopi tadvadatro Brahmaya eva jagadanda vidhana karta govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami garbhoda saino ashyabhadi janma nabi saroruhat kadachit sriyati nirat tejo batadika dupi. So, from Brahma Samhita, it is written. The conclusion is that, thus in the Brahma Samhita, it is written, I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, from whom the separated subjective portion Brahma, Vairaj Brahma, receives his power. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, from whom the separated subjective portion Brahma receives his power for the regulation and maintenance of the mundane world, just as the sun manifesting some portion of his own light power in all effulgent gems that bear the names of Suryakanta Mani. In this verse of Brahma Samhita, thus in Brahma, this verse of Brahma Samhita describes how a jiva with exceptional, previous sukriti, exceptional karma, is empowered to take bath with the whole universe as his body and to use that universal form to create the various worlds and the individual bodies that inhabit them, in which all jivas can come. Thus, this way, so, Suryakanta Mani, some special stone, have the capacity to capture, to catch and reserve the power of sunlight. So the sunlight coming, that power coming, and that Suryakanta Mani going to absorb it, and accordingly can expose some power, heat power. Similarly, Brahma getting power from Bhagavan for creation. Brahma is born from the lotus growing form of the navel, from navel part, one lotus flower coming out, navel of Garbhodusai. But the scripture says, but the scripture, in different scripture also it is written, that Brahma sometime coming from Garbha water, the Garbhodusai, that water, sometime from Teja, from another source such as fire Teja, or wind also, and what to do, different kind of opinions are there. Maybe all applicable time to time, not false. I can give you one example. Like if you go to Vrindavan, you can find two Kaliyadaha. You can find two Kaliyadaha, two Bastaran Ghat. Why? Somebody can fight. Also, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahasaya speaking, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Danda, Tidanda, that Danda was broken in Suvarna Rekhanadi, and in Chaitanya Charitamrita written Chandrabhaga. So do different. Now if you say Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahasaya writing right and Krishnadas Kaviraj writing wrong, this is also offensive. Because Brahma, Pramad, Vipralipsa, Karna, Pata, four different kind of defects are usually there with bonded souls. These four different kind of things you can find from Baddha Jivas. But Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami cannot speak lie, cannot write wrong. Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahasaya also not writing wrong. This kind of confusion. Swarnabhaga Nadi, Subarnarekha Nadi, what? Different. So our Guru Varga, the commentator speaking, both of them write because in different kalpa, because creation is not one and final. Creation taking place, progressing, resting, and finally going to be destroyed. Continuously going. After this creation is dissolved, when the next creation can come also this way. So in one kalpa, I already told, na, Brahma's one day, 14 Manu. So you can remember. And one Manu having 71 Chaturjugas. Chaturjugas means Sattva Teta Dapar Kali, Sattva Teta Dapar Kali, Sattva. This way, 71 Chaturjugas. One Kalpa. One Manu is taking the seat of Manantar, and when they are going to be dissolved, then another Manu, next Manu coming. Follow? 14 Manu. This way, we are lucky within this 14 Manu, 7 Manantar, Vaivasat Manantar, there 27 Chaturjuga is over, when 28 Chaturjuga going to start, there are Satta, Teta, Dapar, and then Krishna coming. Now you see what is the rarity. Dapar and Krishna coming. Krishna gone, Dapar Yuga over, then Kali starting, within 500 years, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming. So rare, So it is also true. So in Vrindavan, I used to do 84 cross parikram forest every year, almost. Now I have no time. That time I also have seen there that there is 2 Bastaran Ghat, there is 2 Kaliyadaha. One is at present what is called City Vrindavan. From Mathura we are going, there we can get Kaliyadaha. And another Kaliyadaha you can find near Biharvan. Bastaran Ghat also near Kaliyadaha. One Bastaran Ghat. Another is there near Nandaghat. Biharvan after crossing. Balaji Maharaj who had done Rasa, Obegaon. From there you have to go long distance. This way, people naturally can feel confusion about it, but there is no confusion because Manantar is one Manantar going, maybe next Manantar. So surely Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahasaya is not writing wrong, and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also cannot write wrong. So Brahma is born from the lotus growing from the navel portion of Garbhodasai Vishnu. But in other scriptures, sometime it is written, he is born from the Garbha water itself. How it is how Brahma is germinated, that is the question automatically, or from other sources like Teja or wind also. So it's written what we can do. We have nothing to do with that. What is Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda writing? Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda speaking, those are the possibility. So we are going to discuss, we have nothing to do. So we should not express any doubt. So we have no right to express any doubt about it. We have no right to express any doubt about it. Every possibility there, because after that, we are going to touch. Next week I can discuss all in details also. And I like to discuss this point so easily because it seems complicated. Those who have no entry into this matter, complicated tattva vigyan, so they can feel naturally dry, but not dry. Tattva is always, it seems dry, like mathematics. I think mathematics is very sweet subject. Other people think it might be very, very hard, useless, no rasa there. They can speak this way. So now we like to switch over to the subject, the topics of Rudra. Rudra actually, Rudro Ekadasu Buhos Tatha Ashtatanur Opi Asau Prayaha Panchananastri Aksho Dashabahu Uru Diryate. What is written? What is written about Rudra? What is written about Rudra? About Rudra it is written, Rudra Ekadaso Buhos Tathashta Tanur Opi Asau Prayaha Panchananastri Aksho Dashabahu Uru Diryate. Rudra also, like Brahma, we already discussed the tattva of Brahma. Two type of usual Brahma we discover. One is like a jiva, qualified jiva, Bhagavan translating power, qualified jiva can take the post of Rudra. In another case, Bhagavan himself can take the post of Rudra. So, Anantara Rudra is also two type. Param Purush is beyond the touch, beyond the imagination, beyond our imagination. Prakritihi parihe, beyond human comprehension, beyond material limit. But that Param Purush purposely accepting this Sato, Rajo, Tama to get control over this creation, for maintenance, for creation, maintenance and destruction. That we already discussed many times. Haru, Hari, already I discussed. That is, we have nothing to do, Bhagavan, Gunavataraha statrato kattante purushadiho Vishnur brahma cha rudrascha sthiti sargadi karmane Satyam rajastameti prakritir gunastvair yuktaha Paraha purusha eko iha sadhakte Sthitva hari virinchi hareti sanghya Shreyasangsi tatra khulu sattanor nenamsu. What I say? Gunavata. Gunavataras tatrato katthante purushadiho Vishnur brahmacha rudrascha sthiti sargadi karmane Satyam rajastameti prakritir gunastvair yuktaha paraha purusho eko ihaswadhatti sthitva hari virinchi hareti sangyaha shreyasangsi tatra kholu sattanor ninamsu. So, we already discussed this, and also we told Ishwar Kati Rudra, and after that we can speak about Jiva Kati Rudra. Ishwar Kati Rudra means from Vishnu himself coming, so Ishwar Kati. Jiva Kati, Ishwar Kati. So Jiva Kati means qualified Jiva, taking the post, qualified Jiva. It can so happen. So you see, Ishwar Kati Rudra. So at present, Rupa Goswami is speaking about this, and in Mahabharata, we have information, the Rudra having 11 different Bohatmak expansion. Follow. So, Rudra ekadasha buhas tatha ashtatanorapi asau prayaha panchananastraksho dasabahu rudirjati. So, as per Mahabharata, it is written, Rudra having 11 expansion of body, 11 Bohatmak, Ajay Kapat, Ahi, Brudno, Virupaksho, Raivato, Haro, Bahurupo, Trambak, Savitro, Jayanto, Pinaki, and Aparajito. 11 different. What I say? Ajay Kapat, Ahi, Brudno, Virupaksho, Raivata, Hara, Bahurupo, Trambak, Savitru, Jayanto, Pinaki, and Aparajito. This 11 expansion of body, and also having 8 forms, Ashtamurti, having 8 forms, like earth, Prithvi, Yal, water, Teyaha, Vayu, air, space, Sun God, Surya, Chandra, Jajaman, follow. So this way, in 8 different forms also, Ashtamurti, like in the form of Prithvi, in the form of Jal, water, Teyaha, Vayu, Akash, Surya, Chandra, Jajaman, you know? Jajaman, is Ashtamurti. Out of them, out of those most of Rudra is Panchanan. Panchanan means Pancho plus Anan. Panchanan, 5 faces. And 10 arms. Most of the Rudra expansion is all, 5 faces. Like Ravan is 10, Dasanam. But Rudra is 5. And 10 arms, Bahu. And each and every face, and each and every face, 3 eyes. 2 eyes normally like you and me. It seems like you and me at least, not like you and me. And another eye is there in the forehead, and it's called Gyan Chakshu. By the mercy of Kripa, those who are doing bhajan and getting the post of Vishuddha Vaishnava, they also grow this kind of third eye, which is called third eye. Third eye means Jnana Chakshu. Third eye means Jnana Chakshu. One can develop third eye provided he is doing excellent Guru Seva and Gurudev is very satisfied with him. Then gradually he can develop Jnana Chakshu, third eye. Third eye is so important that I cannot even explain. Until and unless you are growing a third age, you are almost blind. Because with these 2 eyes, what we can see? We have to open our third eyes. So each and every face, Panchanan, so each and every face having 3 eyes. And in creation, this creation, this is Bhulok. If you go up, there is different layers, Ashtamurti. Different layers are there. So, what is there in Jal Avaran? Water covering Rudra. It is written, most of the Rudra Sarup is Panchanan, 5 heads and 10 arms, and each face having 3 eyes, but what is Jalavaran Rudra, water layer Rudra, usually one face it is known from different sources. Rupa Gosvāmīpāda speaking. Ishwar Kati Rudra, after explaining Ishwar Kati Rudra, now is called Ishwar Kati Rudra. Now we are going to discuss about Jiv Kati Rudra. In Rik Veda, now we are going to discuss about Jiva Kati Rudra. Now, so long I was discussing about Ishwar Kati Rudra. Now we are going to discuss about Jiv Kati Rudra. In Rig Veda, Bhagavan speaking, in Rig Veda, it is written that Bhagavan speaking, whomever I think I can make him aggressive Rudra. Whomever I think suitable, because I'll have to get it done by him now. Some seva need to be done. What is the creation seva or other seva, destruction also seva. Because Bhagavan giving, na? So our Devi Durga also, She is maid servant of Bhagavan. Sisti Sriti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rika Chayeva Jasya Bhavanani Vibharti Durga Icchan Rupam Api Jasya Cha Chestate Sa Kavindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhaja. So Bhagavan speaking in Rigved, whomever I think fit, I can make him Ugra, Rudra, and whomever I think to give the post of Brahma, I can make him accordingly, Brahmakuri. This way, Bhagavan speaking in Rigveda, I can create Rishi and higher intellectual personalities. So, whomever I think I can make him Rudra, Brahma, Rishi, Muni. After that, Param Purush Narayan, when thought that I can create something, Srishti, creation, then in Upanishad it is written, Eko Aham Bahushvam. This way, starting from this point, Tadantar, from Narayan, Brahma created, from Narayan, Rudra created, from Narayan, Prajapati all created, from Narayan, Indra created, from Narayan, Ashtavasu created, from Narayan, Ekadas Rudra created, from Narayan, Dadas Aditya created, Surjo in 12 months, different position going, one Aditya name, there is 12 Aditya. Mahanarayan Upanishad, in Mahanarayan Upanishad and Mahopanishad. One is Mahanarayan Upanishad, another is Mahopanishad. It is written this way, that first of all, there was only Narayan, Brahma was not there, Rudra was also not there, Rudra was also not there. This way, Upakram, in gradual course of time, when Narayan is in meditation, half-closed eyes, from his forehead, three eyes, from Narayan, his forehead, three nayan Vishishta Sulapani Purush Jato Helen. Three nayan means 3 eyes. Having 3 eyes, one Sulapani. Sulapani means with trident, one Purush coming out. And Saundaryavati Strī, one beautiful lady also coming out. From there, Sattva, Brahmacharya, Tapasya, Vairagya, etc. in personified form came out from Narayan when he was in meditation. Another moksha dharma there is written where we can find Bhagavan speaking, Prajapati Brahma and Rudra I created. But they are hypnotized by my Maya. They could not know me. It is written. Another moksha dharma, there Bhagavan speaking, Prajapati Brahma and Rudra I created. But by chance, by the magic spell of Maya, they are hypnotized. They cannot know me. In this word, Rudra Janmoto, the creation, the taking birth of Rudra is known, and his jivatva, he is jiva, no other than Jiva, it is ascertained. With this word, another Rudra Janmotto, I mean the creation of Rudra, taking birth of Udrudra, can be known, and his Jivatva, his Jivatva is ascertained, avadharita. Again, Vishnu Dharma Grantha, Vishnu Dharmattar, there is written Brahma Adrudra Panchatta Sangvat পাওয়া যায়. I mean, Vishnu Teja, by the Teja of Vishnu, another Vishnu Dharmattar Grantha, there it is written, Brahma and Rudra, their Panchatta, 5 forms. This kind of information we can get, like Vishnu Teja Samriddha, by getting nourishment from Vishnu Tej, Brahma, Rudra, Surya, Chandra, Indra, and different kind of other demigods, those who are taking the responsibility of Jagat Karjo, Avasane, they are taking responsibility, they are created, and after the creation is over, I mean dissolved, then they become powerless, nisprabho, and they get 5 tattva become 1, panchatta. Panchatta means they mix in 1, 5 in 1, panchatta prapta. Different kind of information is there. Follow what I say. Different kalpa, different information can be there. So, in Vishnu Dharmattar Grantha, especially we find, Brahma and Rudra ultimately can get Panchatta, 5 different from Sangvad we can get, like taking the Teja, Vishnu Teja, and getting nourishment from Vishnu Teja, Brahma, Rudra, Surya, Chandra, Indra, and different kind of avatars. They are taking charge of this creation. Okay, after the creation is over, dissolved, they lose their power and the 5 become 1, Panchatta. So, previously there was only one Narayan. Previously there was only one Narayan. So it is very fitting answer. Otherwise, we cannot harmonize different Shastra. One Shastra Vichar can, fight with other. One example, Baldev Vidyabhushan giving one example, that just like in some Shastra it is written, Brahma is Jivagoti. Similarly, in some Shastra it is written, Rudra also Jivagoti, Jiv Vishesh. So in Shastra, Rudra Bhagavad Angsha Rupe Kirtan Karai. So when in some Shastra, Rudra is described as Bhagavad Angsha Rupe Kirtan Karai, just like Shesh Anantadev, similarly Shesh Anantadev, Ishwar Koti, Jiv Koti, with 2 types. Shesh Anantadev, 2 types. One is Ishwar Koti, one is Jiv Koti. Similarly, Rudra is also Ishwar Koti, Jiv Koti. Brahma also we have seen. Follow. The Shesha going to hold on this earth by the power of Bhagavan is a Jiva Koti. Rūpa Gosvāmīpāda Grijin Baldev Vidyabhushan. So, in different kalpa, so a different kalpa. Sometime Vishnu himself taking the form of Brahma, Vishnu himself taking the form of Rudra, and destroying everything. And some kalpa, in other kalpa, some qualified jivas can take the post of Rudra to destroy the creation. That also possible. The possibility is also there. So, they are all going to Shanghar, destruction, but they can be called as Gunavatar Bala Hoy. Baldev Vidyaushan speaking. It can be spoken as Gunavatar. What is the net outcome of this discussion? Marmartha, Baldev Vidyaushan speaking, that Sangsha or Vibhinnangsha Vede Angsha Divido, that we already discussed many times. That I already discussed. Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan, from there Swayam Roop, Tadikatma Roop, Avesh Roop, from Tadikatma Roop, Vilas and Sangsha, and Sangsha also divided into Purusha Avatar, Manvantar Avatar, Juga Avatar, Guna Avatar. That I already told before long. So, here point is that Baldev Vidyaushan speaking, what is the net outcome of this Siddhanta? Baldev Vidyaushan speaking, that Sangsha or Vibhinnangsha, two type of, Krishna can come from Swayam, Sangsha, Vibhinnangsha. Follow. So the outcome is that there is Sangsha and Vibhinnangsha Vede, Angsha, two types. Out of that, where Bhagavan taking rest, the bed, that is Adhar Shakti, Shesdev Sangsha Ishwar Koti, and Bhudhari, who is holding the earth, Shesdev is Adhar Shakti Vishish, Adhar Shakti Avishto Vibhinnangsha Jeev. Follow what he say. Where Bhagavan is sleeping, that is the bed of Anantadev. At that Anantadev, Bhagavan is sleeping in the bed, Adhar Shakti, Shesdev, Sangsha, Ishwar Koti, and Bhudhari, Shesdev, Bhudhari man who is holding the earth, is Adhar Shakti Avishto. Follow what I say. No complicacy, try to hear. Bhagavan sleeping in the bed, Sajya, Adhar Shakti, Shesdev, Sangsha Ishwar Koti, and Bhudhari, Shesdev, that Adhar Shakti Avishto, Vibhinnangsha Jeev Vishesh. Follow. The original is that one, and is coming from Adhar Shakti Avishto, Vibhinnangsha Jeev Vishesh, is qualified Jeev. So in different Puran, different kind of information you can get. It is a suggestion written in Rasamrita Sindhu also, that to read different kind of books, to take yourself in puzzling condition is not good. Bahu Shastra Guntha Abhyas Nishet. At a time to read different kind of books is dangerous for common people, or so-called devotees. It is confusing. They cannot understand what is what. That's why our Gosvāmīpādas, they have taken trouble to segregate, to churn the whole ocean of Shastra. They wanted to get the cream for us. It's very practical for us to accept, otherwise we will be in confusion. Oh Maharaj, in Puran, Vishnu reading this, Skanda Puran reading this, they are reading this, oh, big problem. They can leave bhajan and go away. Like in some Puran it is written, Krishna, one hunter, throw one arrow, watching his lotus feet as a bird, and is going to, penetrate. Krishna going to die. His body was burned. Or his neighbor person going this way, all idiot. But in Bhagavad, it is written, the Bhagavan leaving this world and going to his own abode. And the final Siddhanta is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already told to Sanatan. Sanatan, the disappearance, a Leela of Krishna and Mahishi's abduction, all are Mayamoy, confusing, illusory energy. They all are hypnotized. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, that we must believe. Because he is Krishna himself. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speaking, you see, abduction of Mahishis and ultimately disappearance of Krishna, both are confusing. Yogamaya is going to make confusion, so that those who are demonic characters, they cannot reach up to the level. They can come with some dirty conclusion, like some idiot people, scholar of university, and they are writing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was murdered by some panda. Those were rascal number one, idiot number one. I like to slap them. They are writing this way. They are going to pass comment. Even with Bhagavan, so dirty at present the situation is. So, this way we can go on discussing one by one. There is no complicacy. In the starting it seems complicated, but day by day I can try to discuss very simple way, with different example, catchy way, so that you cannot feel bored. By the mercy of Guru Varga, I can try my best. Anyway, excuse me, because some portions you can feel confusing, you can feel tired, but anyway I can try my best to explain it, in such a way so that it becomes catchy, not, So today I am going to stop here, excuse me. So Shreyoho Sriting Bhakti Mudasyate Vibhu Kleshanti Ye Kevala Bodhalavadaye Tesham Asho Kleshala Eva Shishvati Nanyadi Yatha Stulatusha Vagatinam Vanchakalpaturusya Kipasin Bhavita Patitanam Pavana Bhavishna Vyo Namo Namo